Like if it's going to take over trading, it's going to take over cashiers. It's going to take over like truck drivers. It's going to take over restaurant waiters, servers, bartenders, you name it. I feel like if 30% of the workforce just gets replaced like that, where do the jobs go? I don't know. Maybe they get replaced with plenty of other areas, but it's like if trading was one of those things that are replaced, and there's now like hundreds of millions of people across the world that are unemployable, like what do we do? What happens then? You know?
It's a scary thought.
What is going on, traders? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Kyle and I'm here with Dom. And in today's video, we want to talk about algorithmic trading, AI, the future. Neither of us are big in that space in any way, shape, or form, but we're not blind to it. We know it exists. We have very limited information of how it works, but we're going to give our take on maybe how it affects us, how we think it affects us, because really no one really knows, right? You can make an estimated guess of what the future is going to be like for anything beyond just AI. So let's talk about that. Why are we not understood? Why do we care? Do we care? Do we think the future is going to change things for our own individual trading of discretionary small cap trading? What are your thoughts? Are you fearful of this thing? Like the first thought that I get from people is like, oh my gosh, AI is going to take over the world and no one's going to ever trade ever again. Like there's not going to be human traders. And I couldn't disagree more. I think the human degeneracy to want to gamble, even if it isn't, sophisticated trading, but just to be willing to put on a bet of risk, whether it's at the casino, at the stock, or the horse races in the stock market, is such an ingrained thing that even if AI quote took over, there's still going to be a pocket of the markets where people will degen.
Yeah.
In some ways I'm not fearful because it's like wherever the degens will be, you'll find me there. That's where I'll be.
Yeah, in terms of like projecting or predicting what it looks like 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now, I try not to think too much about that because I don't have a lot of control over that. I'm trying to think more of like how it relates to right now. What even is it? What are people doing with it in terms of AI taking over the world? If that does happen, I think it'll be slowly and steadily, not necessarily like tomorrow robots take over. But yeah, I'm not huge into the space. Don't understand necessarily everything from machine learning to AI's role in the market right now. You're seeing it all over in all types of businesses where people are using, Chat GPT to do people's taxes, to write scripts, it's helping people in so many ways to accelerate their businesses or get stuff done more efficiently. I think you're going to see the same thing in the markets, but what exactly its role is, I'm not sure. As a trader, there's not a lot that I would have AI do for me right now. None of our trades are really systematized. We don't have any algorithms where they run on their own and we don't push any buttons. Right. We maybe have some system ideas, but we're still clicking the buttons ourselves. And I like doing that.
Ever dreamed of trading like one of the Clovers? Well, it all starts with the right broker. Clover Trading and Centerpoint Securities have teamed up to supercharge your trading experience. By joining Unlock the Power of CP Edge exclusively with Centerpoint. We're talking top-tier trading tools worth over $6,000, all at your fingertips. Get ahead with real-time scanners, cutting-edge news, and a tailor-made trading journal. Experience trading like never before with superior short inventory, personalized support, and interest on your idle funds. Plus, you can get competitive pricing that fits your trading style. Ready to elevate your trading game? Click the Clover Trading link in the description below to get exclusive deals with Centerpoint Securities. Now let's get back to the content.
There's some ideas that I wouldn't mind having a system do for me just to see how it works. But in the short term, it's not something that I've put a lot of thought into or haven't even tried to pursue in my own individual trading.
Also, I just thought about this as you said it, like if it totally hypothetically wiped us out as trade, like the occupation of trader no longer existed unless you're the one working on the algos and the AI. Well, then that would just get put under the bucket. I don't say this is like a crutch, but it's like that would just get put under the bucket of AI taking over everything else. Like if it's going to take over trading, it's going to take over cashiers. It's going to take over like truck drivers. It's going to take over restaurant waiters, servers, bartenders, you name it, to the point where there's going to be so many. I think I don't know. Maybe we'll go in a rabbit hole, but it's like I feel like plenty of economists or like just universities have written on this. Like why? I mean, I don't really necessarily agree or disagree. I haven't looked into it up, but like where a universal basic income is like an argument or debate, because it's like if 30% of the workforce just gets replaced like that, like where do the jobs go? I don't know. Maybe they get replaced with plenty of other areas, but it's like if trading was one of those things that are replaced, and there's now like hundreds of millions of people across the world that are unemployable, like what do we do? What happens then?
It's a scary thought.
Yeah.
I don't have the answer.
I will know. Yeah. Maybe we don't need an answer. We'll just live it up as we go. But like,
that's all we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you probably have your own personal reasons to be emotional one way or the other for it. I'm not sure how much people are thinking about the future in terms of that sense of like
Most people are.
the actual what it's going to mean. And the people creating technology are so convinced that it is for the best and it's more efficient, it saves money, it makes more money for some people, that it's not necessarily the thought of like what it does to society. But it's intriguing. There's a lot of pros to it and a lot of potential cons that maybe haven't been thought out. But when it comes to trading, I think it's probably something that could be really beneficial, even if you are a discretionary trader, just in terms of being able to get more information quickly, have it sorted out, backtesting. I think they're already integrated into some Spiky or some programs too, where the AI will just do the research for you. You can kind of finagle it and do what you want with it. Which back in the day, I mean, just the amount of information is so much more now, and the ease to get the information is getting easier and easier and easier, where you used to have to read filings. Now it's all highlighted what's the important stuff out of all the filings. And when it comes to that, instead of having all your spreadsheets and having to update it and forward test, you could click a button and say, I want all the data of stocks that did this exact move over a 3-day stretch for the last 20 years. And immediately you can have a P&L curve, see if it's a profitable strategy. I do think you're going to see a lot of people come out of the woodworks. A lot of smart people will probably make money who understand it and have been on the cutting edge of it for the last 5 years versus people who are just figuring it out now. It's kind of the people who knew about NFTs beforehand made a bunch of money, but the people figuring it out towards the end lose the money and don't make any money. So I'm sure there'll be probably a lot of programmers, people who maybe have been discretionary trading for a long time, shift over to a more algorithmic based or system based where they can automate a lot of what they do. But I don't know how easy that is for beginners just getting into the space, or even us who are kind of still towards the beginning of our career.
Right. The only thing last thing I was gonna add that I thought about was actual algos or actual AI getting taken into the market or put in the marketplace that actually hinders investors or traders' performance, so to speak, versus people who just think that like as an excuse. Because I never had to come across this, but not too long ago, a friend of a friend, just somehow learned that I was a day trader, and the person goes, "Oh my gosh, that's so risky. I've lost so much money due to the AI and the algos out there." And
that was the first thing
they said. And it was like clearly obvious that they had no idea what they're talking about. It's just that they had lost
money. Was a buzzword or something?
Yeah, they had lost money. And so that was their justification, their brand. They're like, that's how and why they lost money when they had no idea.
How would you even be able to correlate it to that?
Exactly. I don't know. It's like they just made a dumb, probably investment decision. Yeah. And it was like, I'm just getting clear. I'm in the boat of like, even if things take over, there's still going to be some opportunity where I'll long-term invest then. Like, I don't know. Yeah. It's like, that's not going to end.
There'll be something. Yeah. Whether it's switching everything to mostly swing trading or trend trading, different types of views on the overall market. I agree with what you said at the beginning, where there's going to be inefficiency somewhere, an unsophisticated market somewhere in the market, whether it's OTCs again, whether it's crypto moving like OTCs, whether it's always going to be less than $5 stocks, these super cheap companies, there'll be somewhere. And if there isn't, then we'll probably have different problems around the rest of the world.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm not even interested in trading, who knows? But a lot of that I have no control over. I think it's important to probably be a little bit more aware of all the things going on and how it can affect the future, just to be a little bit more prepared. Or maybe there's something that it does benefit us in the future, and paying more attention to it now will benefit us by doing that. Just like, you with Bitcoin, by putting the time and energy to figure it out sooner, you were able to get better prices, where I still don't quite understand everything about it, right? Mm-hmm. And if it is something that interests you and something you might want to do, no better time than the present to really hop on and put more time into understanding it.
Well, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in and watching this video. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section below on what you think. We'd like to know your thoughts on the whole AI talk and debate. Without further ado, like and subscribe, and we will catch you guys later. Peace out.